Good morning, dear students. Today we will study about the process of lightning. Lightning generally occurs during the rainy season. We all are familiar with lightning and thunder during rainy season. What causes lightning and thunder was not clear until the beginning of the 18th century, but in 1752 an American scientist named Benjamin Franklin proved that the lightning and thunder are caused by the electrical charges in the clouds. To prove this, he did an experiment and he flew a kite made from silk cloth into the clouds on a thundery day when it was lightning. He tied a metallic key to the silk thread of the kite. Whenever there was a flash of lightning in the clouds, he received an electric shock and the key was found to be warmed up. From this experiment, he concluded that the clouds during the rainy season are electrically charged. As the kite reached the clouds, the charge flew down the wet thread to the metal key, and when Benjamin Franklin touched the metal key, he received an electric shock. Thus, we can say during thunderstorms, why there is development of charges on the clouds, because during thunderstorms we know that air currents move upwards and water droplets move downwards, and due to this vigorous movement of air and water droplets in opposite direction, there is accumulation of charges on the cloud, and these charges separate out on the cloud. It is seen that the positive charge collect generally at the upper part and negative charge collect at the lower part of the clouds. In the same way, some charge is developed near the earth. When a large amount of charges form, then the charges pass from the clouds to the earth, producing streaks of light and sound, and this causes lightning and thunder. So we can say the rapid flow of charge through the air between the two oppositely charged clouds or between the cloud and the earth is called electric discharge or lightning. The electric discharge from one cloud to the other lasts for a very short period of time, but it releases a huge amount of heat and light. Due to the release of this heat at the time of lightning, the air gets heated up and expands suddenly. This rapid expansion of air sends a disturbance through the air, producing a very loud sound which is called thunder. So we can say lightning occurs due to electric discharge, and this electric discharge can occur between two clouds as well as between the cloud and the earth. When a charged cloud passes over a tall building or a tree, it induces an opposite charge on them. If the charge built up is large, it leads to an electrical discharge in the form of a lightning streak. When lightning strikes a building or a tree, it can shatter and set it even on fire. That's why in some cases lightning is very harmful. So Benjamin Franklin was the first scientist who proved that this lightning in the sky occurs due to electric discharge from the clouds, and it proves that lightning occurs due to accumulation of the charges on the clouds and near the earth. Now, to prevent the tall buildings from lightning, generally a rod is installed on the roof of the building which is called lightning conductor. It consists of a long thick metal rod having sharp spikes at its upper end, and whenever there is falling of lightning on the building, because this is a metallic rod, so the current passes from the upper end to the lower end. Its lower end is connected to the earth. So we can say a lightning conductor has a metallic rod, the upper end is pointed and the lower end is joined to a metal plate buried inside the ground. Whenever lightning strikes on this metal rod, the electric charges pass through it to the earth, and in this way the building is protected from any damage due to lightning. As we know, earth is a big or use conductor of electricity. So all the charge get inside the earth and the building is safe from any damage. Now we should also take some precautions during lightning when we are outdoors or when we are inside. Sometime we are outdoors and lightning starts. In this case, what preventive measures we can take? Number one, open vehicles like motorbikes, trucks, open cars are not safe. We can say in short, a building or any closed place is safe during lightning. So if we are on motorbike, truck, open car, we should not drive them during the lightning. Second, open fields, parks, elevated places, tall trees, etc. are also not safe during lightning. We should not carry any umbrella during rainy season if there is lightning in the sky, because umbrella has a metallic rod and metal is a good conductor of heat and electricity. So there are more chances of falling the light on the metallic rod of the umbrella. So we should not carry any umbrella during lightning. If by chance we are in some forest or there are no buildings around us, in that case we should take protection or shelter under shorter trees but not under the longer trees, because there are more chances of falling the light on the trees. If we are in an open field, we should stay away from trees, poles, metallic objects, etc., because these all are good conductor of electricity. We should not lie down. We should squat on the ground with the hands on the knees and the head between the hand. So we can sit in the squat position, but we should never lie on the ground during the lightning process. Now if we are inside the house, we should not use any telephonic cords or metallic pipe. We should not be in contact with any metal during lightning, because metals are good conductor of electricity, so there are more chances of getting the electric shock. It is safe to use mobiles and cordless phone instead of these telephonic cords. In the same way, all the electrical appliances like TV, computers, etc. should be unplugged during lightning, and most of the time bathing should be avoided during lightning, because water is also a good conductor of electricity. So we should not bath if there is lightning in the sky. So by adopting certain methods, certain preventive measures during the lightning, we can prevent us from any electric shock. Thank you. Have a nice day.